Hi my angels, so today we're reviewing Kali Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I have the original, I have the pocket edition which has a description on the back, and then I have the cards that you can get super cheap that don't have the book, but I'm going to explain to you why it's not even worth it. Let's get started. So I haven't opened these. Take a pin and rip the plastic. So excited. I really wanted this deck. I love Kali. I remember when I was younger, my friend would talk about all these religions because she was getting into all this stuff. And let's open this one too to make it easier. And all this, spiritual stuff. And she would tell me about Kali, how she would change her form to fight depending on what you needed. And I didn't understand that because I'm a sheltered, spoiled brat, right? Let's be honest. And I never had to fight or defend myself. Like I always had people do that for me. I never really had to do it for myself other than verbally. But now I understand as I get older and I have to fight for my right to party. No, that you do have to transform. Sometimes your inner man comes out to protect you or your family. And I understand Kali. So now I really respect that part of the religion, Hinduism. So Kali Oracle looks like this. It's matte. It's not shiny like the other ones, like most of them. And this is the side and the back. This is beautiful. A little bit of gloss there. And the top. $25.95 US. I'm sure I probably paid more for it. Then there's like this little white paper. The book. Take the book out and there's the decks, just like it's just open. So when you take the plastic off. Now with the mini deck that I got from the 21 Decks of Christmas, they're the same. The difference is there's no reference. So when I actually went to the PDF, there was no PDF. You open it and it's 2 PDFs for another book, not for this one. So I couldn't even get the PDF if I bought this thinking like, oh, I'll just print the PDF out. You can't. So it was a waste of time and money, right? Just support the original artist, right? But again, if you have a history of these characters and you understand them, let me put these away because I'm not going to do anything with them, then it might work for you. If you've had this deck before and you don't want to go out and dish another $25 to $30 for the book, for another one, because you already have the book, right? And you just want to get a new deck. That to me maybe I will keep it just in case that happens. We'll see. I don't foresee me ruining these cards anytime soon. I know nothing about the different Kalis, so I can't tell you anything. I'm just going to show you the pictures, and then we'll do a 2-card reading at the end, and then I'm going to show you the pocket edition so you can see the back. I can't even. Smashana and Vishvamata. It's beautiful artwork. It's all matte. Kaladara and Kali Mahamaya. She seems like a high priestess type of energy. Guna Tandrika, Trauma Nagmo. That's creepy. Dakshina and Kali Kapali. If I get enough funding for the documentary I'm doing, I'm going to India for 6 months. Khadga Kundalini Shakti. And learn more about this stuff. Clearly this is lovers. Lust, sex. Durga Kalika, Kali Yantra. This looks like it would be equivalent to like death, maybe. And then the other one is like prayer, spirituality. Yuga Shakti and Bhadrakali. This reminds me of that movie with Aaliyah, Queen of the Damned. Mahavidya, Mahakali. Excuse me if I'm butchering these names, but I'm trying. Blue Tara Lalita Tripura Sundari. And it's interesting because of the red and the blue people. They're all over Indian culture. But they say these people actually existed in the past. Bhuvaneswari Chinnamasta. Bhuvaneswari Chinnamasta. Off with her head. If you want to take a longer look, you can always pause the video. Bhairavi Yogini Dhumavati. Bagala Mukini Matangi. She's gorgeous. She's getting stuff done. Kamala Devi. Reminds me of Kamala Harris. She's gorgeous, this one. Shodashi. Oh! The red bloods and the blue bloods. Shribala Guhakali. They were made in their image, but not the same. Devi Makali, Nitya Kali. Birth, new beginning. This is like the Sri Lanka, right? Chamunda Kalararti. This one's kind of really creepy, actually. Looks like a clown. It's really creepy. Sorry, guys. I don't want to turn you off, but it creeped me out. Anahatakali Kurukula. Sorry. Kalika Tantrika. I'm certified in Tantra, you would think I'd say that. Artha of Kali. He also looks like a warrior, and she's dominating her match. This is, I think, the one that's on the cover. Is it? No. Dharma of Kali. Kama of Kali. Or Kama of Kali. Moksha of Kali. Isn't that a Hebrew word? Mantra Shakti. Shakti, Shakti. Dun, 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 dun. Krishna. Kali Kalmasa Nasini. And the last two, Gwari Devi Bhavatarini. Okay, let's do a 2-card reading. See what it's like when you shuffle this. And then I'm going to pull out the pocket edition. You know what? Let's do a 2-card reading with the pocket edition. No, I want to see the book. I want to see the book. Yeah, shuffle. Okay, shuffle well. A lot of these matte ones tend to break or bend, or the plastic starts to peel within the first few shuffles, but I think because they're so large, that's not going to happen with this deck. One more, and then I'll pull 2 cards, and then we'll look at the book, and then I'll quickly go over the pocket edition for the people that want to see the pocket edition. What do you have for the people that have made it to this section of the video? What do you have for the people who have made it here? Anything? Viola, no, I'm sorry. Scully, you don't want to mess with her. Do you have any messages? Let me just shuffle it again. I'm not trying to piss her off. You know, I'm just going to split the deck because these are not popping out. They're very stuck together. Like, they're stuck together in sets of like 2 and 3. I don't think it matters how much I shuffle them. Just so you know what it's like to deal with these cards. I think what you have to do is break them up into 2 sections. I'm just gonna pick cards that I feel. Vishvamata, clarified by Chinnamasta. Let's go look at that. Vishvamata. So we're looking at 20 and 2. 2. There's a lot of writing. So I'm going to put this up so you can pause it and read it, but I'm going to read bits and pieces of it because there's just too many pages. It's like 4 pages per one. So this is number 2. You can pause it so you can read it. And the last page. And then I'm also going to do 20, and then I'll go and read them. 20. Again, pause it to read it. Okay. So, number 2. With her protection, even significant uncertainty does not need to be wrought with despair. There is a pathway that can shift your devastation into a palpable experience of being protected and guided through a difficulty. Trust where you are being led. Grace shall come from this. You are encouraged to develop the confidence and commitment necessary to undertake the tasks that challenge and yet also inspire you. Do not allow yourself to be intimidated by the prospect of failure or opposition. Stay true to your path and progress step by step. Trust your capacity to grow into a fulfilling manifestation of your heartfelt aspirations. Invocational ritual. Connect to your heart in a way, whatever way works best for you. Connect to your heart in whatever way works best for you. Say the following. No, I don't do those. I don't do invocations. You could do that. I don't do that. When Vishvamata appears, it not only signifies that we have the capacity to move through a situation we have avoided dealing with in the past, but that we can do so in a far gentler and more graceful manner than expected. You have the power of the Divine Mother's wisdom and blessing within you. Do not underestimate her. Do not underestimate yourself. When we are not hardened, corrupted, or rendered bitter by life experiences, we can be more open like a curious child and be guided more easily by hearts along this unique and empowering life path of the Divine Mother offers us. It says, she will not hesitate to strike at what could harm us. She also dissolves the defenses we have unconsciously set up against life so that we can soften and become eager to participate in our life journey. Vishvamata. Then you have Chinnamasta, who seems a little bit more harsh. She's cutting heads off. Sacred severance is her Sacred severance is her radical grace. No grace there. She is our soul's power to shed and survive, to outgrow and evolve. When the soul needs to separate itself from that on which it once relied, be it a view of ourselves or the world, or a group of belief systems that cannot support the truths of our heart, she is the capacity, sovereignty, and courage required for this self-liberation. Systems of oppression within your mind and your worlds will be overcome. You have the power to sever your attachment to the past and focus on your inner regeneration and reorientation, healing into a path that is worthy of your heart. Despite the inherent violence of the image, Chinnamasta is not dead. Blood is flowing. She's very much alive, no matter how severe the challenges you are encountering, no matter what you shall let go of. A hair was making my nose itch. No matter how severe the challenges you are encountering, no matter what you let go of which you once identified with or cherished, your life shall continue. You, the real you, which is not who you thought you were, is breaking free into more life. This is great, not less. Sometimes the old systems have to fall for the new order to be established. Things will never be the same because your real life is powerful enough to shed the false layers and radiate its inner beauty and wisdom more freely. Chinamasta. And then it says, Chinamasta shows us that transformation is not about trying to change others. It's about tackling our views, our fixed identities, and our attachments to power and status. Even if a situation is causing us pain and it appears to be under the control of another person, Chinamasta initiates to us using our spiritual power to free ourselves. Her teaching is that we have the means to become free within us. We do not need to control outer circumstances or other people. Okay. I love this book. I love this religion, first of all. I love this religion, but I love this book. So yeah, I'm going to have to sit there and read the whole book to understand it. But let's take a quick look at this is an official one from Alana Fairchild, the pocket edition. Right, I love her, so I try to support her whenever I can. So it starts off with the same picture, which is the first one. But the difference is on the back, they have little descriptions. So this one says the name, instead of it saying it in the front. Smashana Kali. Life as you have known it will change radically, and this can be a welcome release. Kali is not quiet and subdued in the cremation grounds. She is wild and vital. Kali brings energy and aliveness to situations where there would otherwise be none. She brings an end to stagnation that has been depleting your life force. All right, so this is the one that we read before. Vishvamata. Although you may be in circumstances that you would not prefer to be in at this time, you are actually in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring when the relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated. These circumstances will give way to more favorable situations. Let's go look at the other one. Off with her head! Sorry, that's not... I can't. This one, right? Chinamasta. In order to grow, the soul may need to separate itself from that which it once relied upon. Oppression will be overcome. Do not cling to what has been. Sometimes the best way to heal from the past is to cut it off completely and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation toward a more fulfilling life. You shall know true love and freedom. Okay, it is a pocket edition, but I really do prefer the bigger explanations. I think if you're going to do something like this, it's really important for you to read the entire book and get bits and pieces of each individual picture that you actually like. Because yes, this is easier, like this one. Her name is Kamala Devi. Held within Kali's protection, your heart radiates peace, certainty, and beauty. Her grace melts frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. Kamala is the golden pathway of divine protection and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give. You are swiftly approaching. You know what? I would have done better at picking what goes on the back, because I mean, the things that are on the back are pretty generic, but when we read it, you know, like there were some lines in there that were like, that could have been used. So this is interesting. If you don't want to keep opening the book, I highly recommend the pocket edition. I'll have links to both beneath. That helps support the channel. You don't have to use them. You can use whatever you'd like. If you'd like to donate to the channel, please do so I can buy more of these original decks. I did have the 21 decks of Christmas, which I got for free by somebody who sent them to my address anonymously, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you. So I did do reviews on those, but I do prefer to buy these when I can. I do love the mini decks for traveling. So when I travel, I'm taking a lot of the mini decks that I was given. I only gave away like a third of them, you know, through... Oh, when I get to 50 subscribers, if I haven't already done so by the time this video comes out, I'm going to be giving away this deck on this channel, the Cosmic Slumber. They don't come with guidebooks, but they're tarot, so if you know how to read tarot, then it's fine. If you don't, then it's probably not going to be very useful. You could get the PDF on the ones that I am giving away because I already looked them up. And then I have 2 other decks that I'm going to give out at 100 and 150 subscribers. So just want to keep that out there. Thank you so much. If you do like the channel, please subscribe. It does help the videos get out to more people when they're looking for tarot cards and they want to actually see, or oracle cards, and they want to actually see what they're getting. I started this channel because I used to buy decks of cards and then I didn't like them and I would ship them back. And I'm like, I just ripped it open. It has my energy on it already. That's not fair, right? So I decided I'm going to show everybody what the cards are so they can decide if they want to buy the book, you know, the actual cards, and with less chance of returning them, which is like a lot of these land up in landfills. They don't actually go anywhere. They don't always get recycled or sold again. So, you know, I'm trying to do my little part. Thank you so much. May God bless you and you have a wonderful day.